Real old school.
Yeah.
Real vintage.
And then you get mod edit.
Yeah, okay,
and,
so you go berserk, you go Viking, you go tribal.
I'm from Friesland, so I'm a little bit Nordic myself.
You're a little bit Nordic. Hey guys, welcome back to another Hunchback Reacts. And we're here with Minko Kalsbeek.
Hello.
Minko has been here before and we were reacting on a very cool trailer. Yeah, which one was it again? Glass. And then again, there was a little bit of time in between, but it was time to get you back to the show and talk a little bit more about a few other favorites. Yeah. So what Minko has been doing for us has been a lot of like very cool trailer tracks for trailer albums, but then also he's amazingly good at ambient music. Where did that come from?
It was about the first thing when we got a computer at home. Mm-hmm. I figured out you can make music with it.
All right.
And it was the first thing I made was this kind of music.
Atmospherical,
and I didn't know
music.
It was called ambient. I didn't know it had this whole style thing with Brian Eno and stuff. I push a button, sound comes out, and it still fascinates me to this day.
Was that also why you started music, or was there a little initiator before that you said like, okay, I want to download Cubase, Ableton?
No, man, I started out with mod edit.
Okay.
We had a friend of my brother soldered DAC, like a DAC.
Yeah.
And you put it on a printer port, and then you connected your stereo.
Real old school.
Yeah.
Real vintage.
And then you get mod edit, which is the thing with Amiga demo scene that a lot of. And then it was almost pre-internet because we had a BBS. Like a bulletin board thing where you could call to another computer, and then we would swap files, and we could swap the mod edit files and the fast tracker files, and then we had this whole thing where I could call a friend, and then if I was too early, we would get his mother on the phone. She would call to my friend, and she would say, "Oh, there's somebody on the phone with the computer."
It's a dial-up internet.
Yeah, dial-up internet, man.
God, it's a time only the dial-up internet on itself was almost sound design, what you hear, all the things connecting. Yeah. So, would you consider yourself an audio nerd?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think we are all, and especially during the time that was so difficult. And if you see how we make music now, it has been a little bit more easy.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you bring for us? What kind of trailer?
Today we're gonna watch the Northman.
Northman.
It's the second trailer. The first trailer explains the story a little bit, and I can say it's about revenge.
All right, shall we just dive into it and see what we think?
Yeah, go.
All right, Northman. All right.
Fate has no mercy.
Instant.
Yeah, this is
problems.
This is bad.
This is bad.
Yeah.
All right. Starts pretty dark.
Yeah.
With some chanting.
I really like the guttural stuff of the.
It's very masculine now, but also artistic.
Yeah.
I like the pressure.
Yeah, it's building.
People are not happy.
No.
At all. Ah, from the Queen's Gambit, huh? I like the rhythm. Ooh, that was great.
There's more darkness in it.
Damn, okay.
Like with the Norse mythology.
Yeah, the metal, stone cold masterpiece. All right. Very minimalistic, but still.
Yeah, with the chanting and stuff. Didn't hear that much anymore.
A lot of emotions. Wow.
I cannot escape my fate.
I like that very minimalistic, not too extreme ending here. Damn. Northman. Man, that's...
you have to read a little bit after it.
You always seem to bring these, these very holding your breath, kind of pressuring trailers.
Yeah, and then I pitch you ambient stuff so you can relax. And
I think you make a great combination when it's very loaded versions of like trailer music, but still being very minimalistic, and then combine it with your ambient music really gives us the relief.
Yeah, what I like about this is that it's in your face from the beginning.
Yeah.
And also with the music, and it's when you hear the music, it's also believable that it would be in the place of where the film is or where the movie plays.
Yeah, and I think music-wise, the structure is almost like they start off right away. Of course, like the images are great. They're showing more of these emotions, so it's all based on the emotion, and then the music is kind of rising up the pressure. Very simple. And then in the end, there's kind of this moment where the rise kind of stops, and then kind of the percussion stays very intimate to an extent. What do you think of that? What do you think of that approach?
I would say it's more. I have to find the right word for it.
No, it doesn't matter. It's
like you got old Native American chants and stuff. You got
tribal vibes.
Tribal vibes, absolutely. And this is the. I also believe that I once heard that Viking is not. It's more like a word, a verb. Like you go Viking.
Yeah, okay, so you go berserk, you go Viking, you go tribal.
Yeah, I think the tribal element is really in this trailer.
What I think is beautiful, because this is indeed such a tribal thing, and kind of like back in the day that they didn't use like all this like futuristic, climactic sounds to build it up. It feels very organic, and that fits this.
I didn't hear a riser in it. Maybe it's in there, but it just...
There is a riser in there. There's definitely some build up there, but it feels organic.
Yeah.
And I think that's the right fit, because it's almost like they made trailer music during that time with their organic drums, and that's kind of what you feel.
And the shouting and the chanting and the...
It seems like, I haven't seen this one. It seems quite dark and depressing in that sense. Have you seen it?
I didn't see it.
So what do you expect from this when you see this? The first and the second trailer. So this was the second, right?
This was the second one. The first one is more... you see the boy that his father is the king, and the king gets killed, and then you see like him traveling towards the point that he gets his revenge. Mm-hmm. And this was also about revenge, I think. You got other clips as well, or promos or trailers as well. It's also a little bit about that. But I think it's one big dark road to him getting his justice.
That's how it sets itself up.
That's what I expect. But it could be really different. Just like with the trailer you talked about with Tom, with the Green King or the
Green Knight.
The Green Knight. That was also a different film than was in the trailer.
It's more... it's also kind of like it sets the tone in this kind of medieval times, but it has a little bit more fantasy. Yeah. I'm not sure if this goes into more fantasy or more grounded.
I think it will be bloody.
It definitely will be some blood and gore.
I got vibes. A couple of years ago, you had, I think the film was called Valhalla.
Yeah.
It was a really dark movie, also with the Danish guy that travels, and it's really dark. It is really strange. I think those vibes are in there.
It has been the trend, right? You had Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then you have the Northman. You have like all this like surrounding this time, this Nordic feel, this Viking-like stuff. That's really a trend. Is that something that you really like?
I'm from Friesland, so I'm a little bit Nordic myself.
You're a little bit Nordic.
No, but I find that it's an interesting period.
It is. It's very raw. It's a very raw kind of way, and I think it's pretty awesome. It is quite dark, so it needs to fit my mood. So when I'm watching something like this, it's always kind of these moments where I'm really into this like Nordic and this Scandinavian kind of feel, where it's raw and blood and swords through the necks, spilling out blood everywhere, gushing out of their necks. You have to be in the mood for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but it's very interesting. And I like the approach from the trailer music in particular, how they went so minimalistic, but still kind of grasp that aggression and that pressure that goes along, I think, perfectly with something like this.
I think it works really well, and that's why I brought it. So I was also wondering what you would say about it. So
no, thank you very much for bringing this. I think it's a very good example of like how you can do trailers just a little bit different, not going like the full climactic way, but still have the same impact. So really good trailer. Thanks for bringing this one.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, guys. If you like this, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for us to react or suggestions on composers that you want us to react with, let us know in the comments. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, make sure to check our other suggestions. Also, if you want to support us, make sure to hit the logo and subscribe.